with on-page SEO. And what's really going to move the needle, and I'll show you why organic SEO is like the dumbest thing ever. When we look at search engine results, and then from there, I'll show you how, what you really need to do is you need to rank inside the map pack. Basically, show your Google ads on transactional keywords, show up in the map pack. You do that, you're golden, and I'll walk you through how to get that done. So we have a lot. Again, this is going to be whirlwind. I will have all the files uploaded as a result of this, all the SOPs, and we can spend the rest of boot camp talking about it after hours, meaning once the program of instruction's done, hit me with all your questions. I'll get everything exhausted by the end of boot camp. Okay. So from there, let's we have the recording going. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. I've got a lot of activity, and so far we have Nick in the lead at 75 points. Tied for second place is Quentin Slother with Benton Treya. Then in fourth place we have Andrew Mosman hanging on by a point. Fifth place is Julie Hampton. Sixth place is John Utter. Sorry, I'm a little delirious. So congratulations, you guys. Keep it coming. Tomorrow I will have a new task for you that will be able to pick up 50 points, and we'll take it from there. So let's get started. Let's start with Google Ads. So inside the masterclass, I showed you guys how to find transactional keywords. All right, so Quentin Slother says he has a realtor one-on-one tomorrow. He might try for 2. Yeah, I like that. I love this competitive edge. So I'm gonna show you guys what good Google Ads looks like. So right here, $26 a conversion. Let's take a look at that. Okay, stop it. Let's view this all in Google Ads. I'm going to show you what a good campaign looks like. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's all about the landing page, right? Everyone wants to focus on keywords. It's what this is really about is aligning landing page with transactional keywords. So we're inside wall check design build, and we're going to take a look at some campaigns. And again, y'all will all be structured correctly. But yeah, so we're going 1 for 1 on this bad boy. So what I've done is, again, using the process I showed you in the master class, we're showing just the transactional keywords for ADUs, which in Boston's getting next to no play, additions, kitchen remodel, basement, and 3 seasons rooms. Okay. And when you look at the, and we're batting almost 100% conversion. Why is that? Because we're targeting, again, I don't mean to be a dickhead, but go back to the traffic day inside the masterclass. I gave you guys the game in terms of how to select your keywords. It's really, really simple. But if you want to see what they look like, for example, on the 3 seasons room, which is amazing, look, 3 seasons room. We're going broad match on this. 3 seasons porch, season porch, 3 seasons porch windows. But what's really getting the play here, if I go to by clicks, come on, show me some clicks. Yeah, 3 seasons rooms, right? 3 seasons porch, season porch. We're going broad match mainly because Google's algorithm is pretty smart. And if you trust its algorithm, it's only going to show your ad when the person has transactional intent. That's the one thing I didn't talk about during the masterclass. And so when you want to look at the ad itself, we have all those transactional ads. Look at this. build a 3-season sunroom. Who the hell is going to click on an ad that is trying to collect information that says build a 3-season sunroom? Anybody? Yeah, somebody looking for a quote. So just like in Facebook, same as in Google, it all comes down to the ad copywriting. Okay. And ChatGPT is a good, ChatGPT-4 is a good source for this if you don't know how to write your ads. But the key, I attribute over 60% of this to the landing page. Because what'll happen is Google's algorithm is going to crawl your landing page in order to understand what your site is all about, and then only show your ads to people who are likely to convert on this. Believe it or not, Google and Facebook want you to win. Why? Because when you win, you spend more money with them. And it's only the fucking idiots that try and restrict the algorithm based on keywords and data targeting that end up as the big losers. The big flipping secret, which I didn't share during the masterclass, was our best ads are left with wide open targeting, with the pixel installed on the website, and the proper conversion page, which is the thank you page after you go through this landing page, in order to tell Google to optimize for people likely to submit a lead. Does that make sense, guys? Like, can you wrap your head around, give me a 2 if you can wrap your head around that Google and Facebook want you to win so that you continue to spend money with them? They do. You just have to understand how to play with the algorithm. And it's all about how you set up the landing page. Where everybody screws up is they have leaky landing pages. And what I mean by that is all the clickable links on a proper landing page keep you on the fucking landing page. Okay? And so a landing page, if you do it right, is a single page mini website. You got your headline talking about who you are and what you do for people. Your sub headline, again, clarifying on what your offer, your nukes, right? A little bit of an about us, which I find horrific. I get away with this. The only reason why I link out to our socials is because I trust Lisa's socials right here. If you ever want to look at how to do socials right, look at Walltrack Design Build. And their socials are proven to pull leads. So I'm not worried about linking out to them and losing traffic, because even her social pages are designed by moi. She does all the content, but in terms of how it's structured, will pull leads. So I'm not worried about losing traffic there. And by linking out to the socials, it gives the Google algorithm more context about what we're about, and it actually helps out by lowering our cost per click. Got some awards. Again, I'm going to put this in the chat. I'm going to put this in the downloadable button. Okay. I'm going to put this in the downloadable at Kajabi. If you ever want to see what a high performing landing page that so far this month is unfucking defeated, meaning 100% click to lead, which I've never done before in my career, ever. But but you know what? I'm totally cool using this as an example because we have proof right here. 7 clicks, 7 leads. Pretty effing cool, right? So $25.63 a lead going 1 for 1. I feel like I'm Ty Cobb. And what it really comes down to is how the ad is written, guys. If I pull that up, and I would be lying if I didn't say that ChatGPT had a hand in helping me with this. But look at this. It takes one of these headlines: build a 3-season room, affordable custom designs. Get in touch with us now. Sunrooms for all season, 3-season edition, no hassle edition contractor. So these are all the different headlines, and it pulls 2 of them at random. Okay. And then the descriptions: expand your living space, most highly reviewed remodeler, transform blank, use our pricing guide. All of these ads speak to somebody who's looking for a quote, do they not? I mean, I'm asking that. Give me a 2 if you're looking through that. You're like, Lane, that's kind of forward. If I saw that ad, the only way I'm clicking on that is if I'm actively looking for a fucking contractor to give me a quote on a 3 seasons room. Right. And the cool thing about the Google algorithm is you only get charged for a click. So leave your targeting wide open in the form of broad match on transactional keywords. Write your ads so it's only speaking to somebody who wants a quote. And then from there, a non-leaky landing page, which I just gave you an example of. And the thing is, guys, the reason why I'm not going into depth on the science behind all this is because I'm building it for you. You're going to be right from the get-go. And what you need to know is why it works, how it works. I guess after you're successful and your business is growing without you, that may be a fruitful thing to study. But I'm going to tell you right now, as long as your landing page behaves like a little mini website with a headline and a subheadline that speak to your nukes, all of your buttons link internally. You can get away with social links as long as you have squared away socials like I've taught you already. You talk about your about us, you throw up your awards, you give them a form, then you list all of your services with really cool looking pictures. Okay. It's all about the pictures. All about the pictures. And then a gallery with great pictures, again, hitting on your nukes, which this one kind of pains me to have up here, but testing has told me to leave it there. Okay, more about your nukes, right? Another option to contact you, back to more pictures, then reviews, then a form with frequently asked questions. You follow this formula. Guys, I've spent close to $500,000 in advertising to perfect this format of a landing page. Just use it as a template. Okay. You could write your copy like a 3rd grader. And as long as you follow this template, you're going to perform very closely to Lisa. Does that make sense? Give me a 1 if you heard what I said. You don't have to be a fancy copywriter. Just follow this format. I've spent a crazy amount of money proving this out. Okay. So getting back to Google Ads, just go to SEMrush. Yeah, get a SEMrush account. It's worth every penny. What I want you to do is type in your service. In this case, let's call this kitchen remodeling. Go to search. I'm going to give away the game. Like every freaking remodeler is going to hate this. So you go to, hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. So you go to keyword variations, you have questions. What I like is keywords, keyword variations, and then I want you to click related. So you click related.
Yeah, I have completely things and
once you click related, and you're using you're using your product seed keyword, all of these, you see these C's, that means commercial. That means somebody wants to buy something. Take them all. Just take all the C's, right? Skip the I's, keep the C's, and your keyword research is done in seconds when these agencies are charging you days of labor. Okay, so load that up, put your ads together. Use ChatGPT. I would literally tell them, right? We're using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would say, hey, ChatGPT, write me 10 Google Ads headlines for a luxury design build firm that wants to sell or wants to create an addition lead. Boom, take them, spit it out. And then in the description, swap out the word description for headline, have it and say, give me 4. Boom, you're done. Game over. Game fucking over. The only thing left that requires any modicum of skill is creating copy and assembling the right images for your landing page, which I'm already creating for you. Everybody with me? Give me a 1 if you're still with me. Okay. So forgive me, the mumbling in the background is Harmon, our WordPress developer, who is taking a nap in my office and talking in his sleep. It's kind of hilarious. Yeah, now he's waking up. All right, so onto the Facebook side. Let's go to Facebook. By the way, cause for celebration, Facebook has lifted the ban on me personally from advertising after Jiminy Christmas. 14 years? Yeah, 14 years. Been banned a very long time. They still won't let go of this campaign, of this ad account, but they're at least allowing me to have control of other people's, which is kind of sweet of them. Yeah, I'm super happy about that. But yeah, so anyway, what we're hitting kitchens and additions because we're not getting enough volume off of additions for us to hit business plan. I need to generate about 100 leads a month. We're gonna exceed that this month, and at $50 a lead, I'm totally cool with that. Even if it took us 10 leads to set an appointment and another 10 leads to close a deal, I'm totally cool with spending $5,000 of advertising for a $250,000 product when I have a 10% post-tax, post-owner comp net margin. But again, the whole paid advertising side is not something I want you guys to get into until you've developed your social networks. So if money is tight, then I want you to attack your social networks. I want you to use your Realtor Outbound. I want you to weaponize $5 cups of coffee until you win your first design agreement. And then use the gross profit from that, invest that into Google Ads. Okay, until you get your next deal from both your referral network and Google Ads. And then take the gross profit from that. And now that's your permanent Facebook working capital. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a 2 if that makes sense. Yeah, Randy said he's headed to a 5:30 appointment. Catch y'all next time. See you later, Randy. Okay. So, getting into these ads, I'm going to show you a really, really dark secret here. Let's go into Advantage. Advantage has always been a very problematic account for me because they're in a very, very odd market. Okay. And we've been trying to, even at $100 for an addition, that makes me a little nervous. It's a brand new account. We've only shown this to so many people. I really want to keep my cost per lead below $80. This should settle down by tomorrow around 50. But what we're going to pull up is Manta over here. Dun, 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 out in dirty Jersey. And they are just murdering the additions at 26 bucks. Now, normally I'm all about keeping the targeting wide open. The difference is that works in some markets that have a lot of people. In other markets that don't, it's better to leave it wide open. New Jersey is the most densely populated market in the world, in the United States. And what you'll see is we set the budget at the campaign level for Facebook to decide who to go after. And wouldn't you know it, people looking for architects and realtors are that are looking for both while being top 10% income. Here, let's take a look at this targeting. So what you want to do is set up your campaigns for each product type. And then you want to set your ad sets. You want to set your ad sets, number one, to convert based on your pixel that you install on your website that we're setting up for you. And your conversion event is the thank you page at the end of the damn calculator or landing page, which we set up for you. Okay, so you don't have to worry about the coding. And then what you want to do is what you have to understand is the nearest radius you can target is 10 miles. If 10 miles is too much, I suggest you go by counties. You want to do 30 to 60, all genders. You want them to be top 25% income. And for here, we're just going after people that have also looked at a realtor. And we're getting addition leads at $25 per. The advantage people are in a rural market that's really sparsely spread out, where I cannot create a tight population above 50,000 people that I know is interested in a remodel. So I have to leave it wide open and allow Facebook to spend $200 to $500 figuring out who's going to respond to our ads before it calms down and produces similar results. Does that make sense, guys? So if you're in a rural market, leave your shit wide open and rest on the strength of your algorithm. If you're in a super populated market, then get granular in your targeting. My favorite ad set of all time is top 5%, top 10%, top 25% income, and has recently been to realtor.com. That is the magic code. Yep. So now let me show you what the ads look like. And I'll tell you right now, the ads are ugly as fuck. And the reason why you want the ads ugly is because that image stops people in their tracks. If it will show me. Yeah, I know I don't have permission to. Here, let's do this. All right, so we're going to copy this. See this show up. The ad is mad at me because we're not putting stuff into Facebook. I'm sorry, into Instagram. You scroll down. Hey, nice thing, Aunt Randy. So boom. You're in the market for an addition. Facebook knows you're in the market for an addition. What does that look like to you? I know for those of you in construction are like, Lane, that's a covered porch. But to an uneducated civilian who doesn't understand construction, that looks like we're framing out an addition, does it not? Boom. Ugly as fuck, gets people's attention. What does it cost to expand your home? Try our free estimator tool. Again, speaking straight to them, straight to the flipping point. Does that make sense, guys? Like, and I'll tell you right now, what's going to get people's attention is the first line of your ad and the image. So if you're going to test anything beyond what I set up for you, you can test different images, test different opening lines. Okay. Some gurus will try and tell you down here is the headline. That is not. It's right here. That and the image account for 80% of your conversions. So what does it cost to expand your home? Try our free estimator tool. Who's going to click on that, for the love of God? Somebody in the market, right? Construction photo, not polished glamour shot. Ugly is better than beautiful with these ads because people are ad blind, right? There's hundreds of well-heeled, well-funded brands putting out very polished photos, very polished videos. The uglier you are, the more you stand out. Yep. Okay. So we've gone through Facebook. I've given you a primer. Like, I wish it was more complicated than this, guys. It really isn't. So if you're not going to continue on with RC, that's fine. Just know the way you're going to optimize your ads is when your ads stop working, swap out an image. And if that doesn't work, then fuck with your headline. I'll tell you right now, this headline, nothing's ever going to beat that headline. Nothing. I will bet a pair of Army Navy football game tickets that you will never find a headline that outperforms that. So just mess with the image. That's right. Okay. So back to more stuff of what I was promising. We need to go through outbound social media. So couple things. I'm going to take you through a process. This might make some faces melt, might hurt some heads. Just stay with me. Okay. After you've warmed up your accounts, this is when it works. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through the steps. I'm going to share with you these instructions inside, along with, oh, by the way, these same instructions I'm giving you, my team uses. So you'll be able to see the client asset access sheet and the wider instructions. So let me do this. I'm going to make a copy. And that's what I'm going to give you because I'm going to delete people's log. This is the login sheet. So off it goes. Boom. And I'm going to download this because this is going into Kajabi. And again, if you guys do not continue with me, you can use these instructions and this instruction video and take it to the bank. So step one, log into your Instagram. Okay, I'm going to go into Instagram. Oh, that's instantly. Instagram. Okay. Step two, I'm going to click search. Step three, I'm going to search, let's say, Chicago, your city, and then interior designer. Or architect. Okay. Or what's another one? So interior designer, architect, structural engineer. Okay, you got some of that. Not as good. Another one, guys, realtor. And I promise you, very few people are barking up the tree of structural engineers. So your core four: structural engineers, realtors, interior designers, architects. literally your city and then the target. And what you're going to do, keeping with this, you're then going to keep a target sheet just like this. And yes, I code you guys based on the state and the number in which you entered the system. So for Washington 1, which is Kyle Bridgen of NSS Home, what you want is you want at least 10 individual profiles for, in this case, of each category. The team has already found the interior designers during training today. You want at least 2 hashtags, and you want to list it in your target sheet. Why is that? Because you're going to track the last time you DM them, which DM message you used, and when the next DM is, so you don't look like a spammy robot. And you'll see what I mean in a second. And you want to color code it based on who you've followed. And so after everybody's followed, you're going to reset them to, then you're going to go back through and you're going to click through directly to their Instagram. And you're going to do this once a day, but you're going to heart their last 6 pictures. And if you've already hearted the last 6, then you're good. Skip it, move on. And then you're going to mark everything green for heart. You hearted it. Then you're going to go to comment. So you're going to go back through here and you're going to click the comment button and you're going to use one of these canned comments that I've given you. Okay. Such as, love this, very cool. I like this so much. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. This is great. Okay. And then every 14 days, you're going to DM them. And I've already written for you 18 very clever, witty DMs based off of the latest pickup science applied to B2B lead gen. So it's not cringy. It's very clever. It's very witty. It's not going to offend anybody. It will get their attention, right? So that's why these are numbered, right? So you'd see, we sent this chick DM message number 1, and we did it today. The next one available is July 5th. And so every day we're going to go into our target list. This is just interior designers. The team as of tomorrow is going to add another 10 engineers, 10 architects, 10 designers, 10 realtors. And then as we set appointments, they're going to cut them out of the list and then put them over here. And if they respond back, no, I don't want to meet with you, then what you're going to do is you're going to cut it out and put them on the blacklist so you don't mess with them anymore. And if you're thinking, Lane, this could be easily automated with software, you are correct. And the team here in India is already starting to code that. But for the next 3 or 4 months, we need to do this by hand. If you become an RC, don't worry about it. The team here is doing it for you. If you don't become an RC, that's okay. You got the process along with the same freaking training video and same content I give my team to use. Okay. And so what'll happen is if a person says, yes, I would love to meet, then your outsourcer is going to tag them back saying, hey, when and where works best for you. And at that point, you're going to get a notification saying, hey, you have a referral appointment in Instagram. Check it out. How flippin' easy is that? It doesn't get more done for you, does it? And I'll tell you right now, between your social outbound and your blitzes and your outbound email, you should have a 20 VIP stable built within 90 days. And once you have that built, that's going to refer you at least $5 million worth of work per year. I shit you not. If you doubt me, talk to Tiffany. If you doubt me, talk to Lisa. If you doubt me, talk to Kyle Bridgen. They are following the system by the numbers. They're getting the result as promised. So Ben says, do we already have our own spreadsheet, or are we getting this at the end of, yeah, you're gonna need to make your own spreadsheet with your own research if you don't become an RC, Ben. But yeah, you'll have it. Not a big deal. I'm gonna provide you this template, which I'm gonna download right here. So you'll have the template. This is wickedly easy. Why is this thing being a pain in the ass? Okay, how? And right here, download how. And in case you're wondering, these lines were not written by ChatGPT, they were written by me. And it took me an agonizing 4 hours to figure it out. Cool. So yeah, so those are 3 pillars, right? You got your email outbound, you have your social outbound, you have your blitzes. You only need 3 pillars. I'm going to tell you right now, I highly recommend you only focus on referrals as a means of getting business if money is tight. And the reason for that is when you get a referral from one of these sources, you're not competing against other contractors. Does that make sense? Like these realtors, the last thing they want to do is facilitate a bidding war between multiple contractors. They would rather just say, Ben's my guy, I trust him with my kids, get a bid from him. Way better. Do not use digital advertising until you've built your referral network, unless you have the money to spend $2,500 per contract that you need, and be willing to spend $2,500 per contract you need and waste it for a month, allowing for the algorithm to learn who your customer is. I'm ashamed to say that I oversold digital advertising, because nobody does digital advertising better than my team. But the thing is, yeah, I have a few portfolio partners who have it in their head that digital is their messiah, it's their savior, and that they don't need to put in the work to build up a referral network. And then they wonder why their lead cost is triple that of somebody like Lisa, who's also doing digital advertising, but she's only spending 25 bucks an addition lead, when these other people who aren't putting in the work are spending 75. And the reason why, guys, is because these people are, number one, they're going to the socials to research you. And number two, they're still asking around. And when 77% of remodels happen in proximity to a real estate transaction, what do you think the odds are that they ask a realtor, even if they've already completed the transaction, but they ask their old realtor if they could put them in touch with a contractor? It's a lot better, right, than somebody just cold going to Google and be like, well, fuck, I'm ready to do an addition right now. Who does that? Especially if you don't come from construction. So of course they go and they ask people who are close to construction for a referral, because nobody trusts anybody these days. Use that to your advantage. Build your referral network. Then start your digital advertising and turn the internet into a contract printing ATM. Give me a 7 if you're still with me on that. Yeah. Okay. So one other bit, guys. So there's some secret sauce to making this work. And unfortunately, it involves work. And I'm going to let you in, for example, this is the content calendar that I have my team build every month. And this is July. So they just started doing this. They should have this done by July 1st. The reason why I know that is when they're done with a post, they highlight green. And so we pick your 5 most important project categories. So if you're in Illinois, for some reason they're weird, they don't do ADUs. So we swap basement for ADU. But again, you know, if I was in Florida and my name was Nick Gurka, I would swap out basement for 80s facelift. I would swap out addition for 70s facelift, and facelift would be 90s facelift. So you would have facelift or condo facelift, house 80s, house 90s, kitchen aging in place. That's if I was in Florida. I would just tailor the product category to your market, and I would repeat myself every stinking week. And my rules are, if you're in Wisconsin or Illinois, we're swapping ADU for basement. I'll you know, if Nick comes aboard, I'll have to make special rules for him. My other rule is no same images in same market, meaning, you know, Illinois, we have 2 people in the Chicagoland area. One of them is not ready for socials yet because they're still chewing through a really nasty backlog, and for whatever reason they told me don't do it. But for example, in Wisconsin, I have 2 people in Madison. Madison is not that big of a market. So I can't have Wisconsin 1 showing up with the same copy and the same edition or same image as Wisconsin 2. It's fine that they're posting on the same day about the same thing, but it's got to be a different piece of copy, and it's got to, most importantly, it has to be a different image to pull this off. Will an astute person see a pattern here? Maybe. Will it matter? Not really. If anything, it just creates curiosity of, hey, why are you coordinating social posts with your competitor? Well, glad you asked. You want to meet for coffee? Boom, appointment. I don't mean to be flippant, but that's exactly how I would play that. Anyhow, and so the way this works, guys, is you want to have 2 different kinds of posts. You got type 1 posts, which are based off of a project completion, and you want to follow this format, right? You want to have, this is the prompt that I give my writers, okay? Write a social media post about blank service project. In other words, if you just completed an addition about an addition, do not use any promotion, do not use emojis, use location with the first 5 words, be matter of fact. Cool. And so what I would have you guys do, and I have a form here for you guys to follow called a project completion report. And it would look something like this. So you'd write, let's say you're Kyle in Tacoma. You'd be like, hey, Tacoma, Washington, the client wanted a trendy, larger kitchen. The client's family was embarrassed by their dated kitchen when entertaining and needed a more stylish and more functional space for entertaining. Make your salesman fill this out. How they found us. Found us on our free cost estimator tool. Now, anything that's not highlighted, guys, just trust me, use my pre-written language. Okay? Anything that's yellow, you'll rewrite. Okay? And the reason why we do that is because then I load it into ChatGPT and I get a super, super ad. Now, then you have type 2 projects. And that is, let's say I don't expect that we need to post every day. You guys are not finishing a new project every day, and we want new content. Number 1, it helps with your SEO. Number 2, it helps your social algorithm, which puts you in front of your target audience in terms of clients. It also puts you in front of your referral partners who are following you back from your social outbound. Do you see how this all works together and why this is so important? Because with you going out and following people, they're going to follow you back. And then with you posting every day, what are you doing? You're getting in front of them every single day. You want to talk about top of mind? This is how to do it without annoying people. Give me a 1 if that makes sense. Okay. And so I literally will tell ChatGPT, rewrite this article into a 2,000 character social media post, mention this location within the first 5 words, put the city in. Please be matter of fact, use no promotion, use no emojis, use relevant hashtags, right? And so what I do is I'll go out and find a website. This is a big ChatGPT hack. I will search like 2023 kitchen design ideas, 2023 bathroom, whatever the product is, year, product, ideas, trends, tips, inspiration. I'll take that URL and I'll include that in my prompt. And what we get, holy shit, for some reason it's not there. The team must have taken that. Oh, we're in project completion forms. Okay, so client social content, WA1, July. Okay, July 2nd. Look at this. Look at this, guys. It's okay to borrow an image from Google Images as long as you cite where the image came from. And so this was not written by me. This was written by ChatGPT. Seattle leads the way in 2023 home design trends. Multifunctional spaces and energy efficiency are in the limelight, and homes now incorporate advanced technology. With remote work and homeschooling, flexible spaces are a must. Furniture with multiple functions, adaptive layouts, home offices that serve dual roles. Outdoor living spaces have come into the spotlight with homeowners longing for a connection to nature. What's so crazy is this article about additions was shaped for a hippie eco fucking terrorist from Seattle, Washington. I mean, like, my mind is blown how they took a very general national level article and shaped it to what a fucking hippie in Seattle would be interested in reading. Like, again, my head is still exploding from this morning when I created this during training with the team. And pro tip at the end, image source, and then put the website. Now, that's good, but it's not great. Let me show you what great looks like. Great looks like when you tell the fucking AI to include hashtags. So again, stellar image, that should load pretty soon. Great 2,000 character article about additions or ADUs, and then boom, relevant hashtags. That's going to get discovered. So, but the key is consistency, guys. Can you do this on your own? Sure. Am I giving away the game right now? Yes. Do I expect you to do this on your own? Yes, I do. Would I do this? I mean, like, it does take time. It takes time to perfect it. But again, the whole point of the boot camp is to arm you guys to be able to fish for yourselves if you decide you don't want to move forward. I'm still carrying on with my promise about this. Give me a 3 if that makes sense. Like, if you guys take this recording plus the instructions, I'm literally giving you the same fucking instructions that I give my team. Can you be successful on your own? 1, yes. 2, maybe. Yes, exactly. You guys are good. You don't need me. Anyway, so getting back to the pillars, you got your social out. I've given you your social outbound. I've given we've gone over your email outbound with instantly. I've already shown you that. You're going to get a whole year of that free out of me. So I'm not going to beat that dead horse. And then on top of that, I've shown you obviously Facebook, Google ads. I don't want you getting into that until your referral network is built. So part of this is getting your content game on, and then intertwining that like a double helix with your social outbound, which is complicated as fuck, but at least you have a template to do it on your own. And then you got your email outbound, and then you got your broker blitzes. Who here thinks they can build a $5 million a year referral machine within 3 months? Anybody? With those 4 tools, could you feasibly build, 20 referrals within 20? George says 2 mil. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, you find a whale of a realtor that's worth $250,000 a year in referrals. So let me rephrase that. Who here thinks they can find 20 referral sources by posting every day for 3 months, doing your social outreach every day for 3 months, having your email, sending out 100 fucking emails every day for 3 months? You're doing 100 social outreaches every day for 3 fucking months. And then I pray you're blitzing every week. It's a given, y'all. It's a straight up given. I am all like, I don't don't get me wrong. I'm a poker player. I'm not a gambler. And the reason why I love poker is I'm only risking my money when I have the best of it, which is poker slang for I have better odds than the poor sucker that I got to jump in the pot with me, right? I'm only committing my money when I know it's more probable I'll win than lose. Does that make sense? So with the 4 tactics I gave you to build a referral network that will pay you for the rest of your career, is it more reasonable than not that you're going to be successful with your lead gen? That you're going to upgrade your clientele, and that you're going to upgrade your quantity? 1 yes, 2 no. Yes, it would be unreasonable to think that if you didn't put in this work, that you weren't going to get the result. So boot camp's over. Everybody have a great day. I'm going to go fuck off in Goa, India by the beach. I'm just kidding. We still have work to do. So let's get into the training calendar. Tomorrow, we're going to go over award applications, why you need to be in the Home Builder Association. We're going to get into white hat versus black hat reviews, and we're going to talk about recruiting. Okay. Tomorrow, I'm going to combine $10 million offer pricing with $10 million offer creation, because my God, I need to catch up on this jet lag. It's flipping killing me. And these 2 things together will take us about 1 hour and 15 minutes. So as soon as Benton gets me the recording, which, by the way, I need to give Benton his participation points for the recording today. Okay, that's going to be another 6 points for that. And that puts Benton at 54. I'll have that up tomorrow morning, my time, which will be the dead of the night, your time. We'll meet tomorrow. I changed the boot camp because I am like deliriously tired, and as is Kunal. And let me pull up my calendar if I can find it. Oh, give me a break. Yeah. All right, so calendar. Yeah. So here on the calendar, yeah, we're going to get started tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be 11:30 my time, which is kind of ridiculous. But yeah, so again, guys, and then next week Next week, we're going to get into, so after we get into offer creation and how to price your offer with respect to the rest of the industry. All right. Give me one moment. I will find it. We will, next week, we are going to get into how to enhance your offers with scarcity, guarantees, and bonuses. And we're going to use scarcity, guarantees, and bonuses like a wrapper to wrap over you're never going to change your standard offer, guys. All we're going to change is the wrapper. And the wrapper is your guarantee, how you produce scarcity, and how and the bonuses you attach to your offer to make it look differently so that the marketplace doesn't get blind to your offer. Does that make sense? Give me a 2 if that makes sense to you. Because, all right, so we'll swap out that wrapper really once a quarter. I prefer once a month, but once a quarter works just as well. And this is what separates the major leagues from just the average. And then going into next week, we're going to talk about targeting designers, draftsmen, and engineers to recruit your design team, how to reach out to them. We're going to go back into detail on your first meeting with these people, how to structure the deal. We're going to talk about lead nurture, both with them and with your prospects. We're going to talk about pricing design agreements. And then on the last day, we're going to go through everybody's initial offer review and your approved offers. Over the weekend, the team is going to work like banshees to revise your ads based on the offer that you're going to go to market with. Does that make sense? Give me a 1 if that makes sense, guys. Yeah, we're still doing office hours, Ben. Absolutely, sir. Cool, guys. Hey, John, I'm going to reschedule with you. If you would please, let me pull up my calendar. Let's meet tomorrow let's meet tomorrow at 10 Central Standard Time. And we're going to get done. We're going to get done what you and I need to get done. If you can pull that off. John Yvonne. Yes, sir. Can you do that, John? Sweet. Awesome. So I'm going to send you a link for that. And we'll rock and roll. Ben, would you kill the recording for me, please?